In this video today, we're going to be talking about why you guys might not be improving and what you can do to fix this. Sometimes when you peak, you're not really getting better and you're not really getting any worse. So we're going to be talking about how you guys can actually fix that today, what I do to fix this if this ever happens to me, and how you guys can be more successful. Before we get started with the video, guys, use my code BYTVIRBUS if you guys want to support me in the item shop. It is on screen right now. Another thing, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. I'm going to be doing videos talking about how you guys can grow your channels and your streams. I don't really see a lot of gaming YouTubers making videos like that, so I thought it would help you guys and be a little bit of a change to regular content here on the channel. So again, guys, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys want some help with your channels. Anyway, guys, we're going to get right into the video. We're going to start this video off by talking about your motivation. So currently in Season X, there's a lot of players, including myself, who are demotivated at times just because of the game's current state. I'm sure it'll pick back up and Epic will make some changes. Of course, I'm probably one of the only players that has faith in Epic like that. But at this point, motivation might be holding you guys back the most. Now, before I say what I'm about to say, I want you guys to keep in mind that sometimes if you guys are struggling, it can definitely be demotivating. So you guys are going to want to actually have to want to get better. Now, I'm sure that there's plenty of you guys out there watching this video right now who get into games and they just want to win a solo match, but they can't seem to do it and they give up. And that's not really what you guys want to do. You guys want to find that motivation and that drive to get better at the game. So when I have a down day, I have an off day or anything like that, I take a break and I try and figure out exactly what I did wrong and what I can do to improve in the next performance that I have. So in solo matches, duos, squads, trios, whatever I'm playing, I need to have my game ready. So I want to know, drop a comment down below and let me know exactly what it is that motivates you guys, because if I have a really good game, it can be as simple as squad wiping another team that gets me motivated to keep going and improves my game as a whole. So the second thing we're going to be talking about is, what is your biggest weakness? Because whatever your biggest weakness is, you guys need to make it your profession. So I was not really good at building and I wasn't really good at editing towards Season 7 and Season 8, and that's really when I went into creative and started taking my building and my editing seriously. I'm still nowhere close to being at Faceway's level, Razor X's level, or anybody else who's really known for their building, but I don't try to be known for my building either. I'm more known for my accuracy and my game sense, and building does go hand in hand with those two because you need to know what to do when you need to do it. So of course, whatever your weakness is, guys, you need to make it your profession. Is it controlling bloom that you guys struggle with? Is it your accuracy that you guys struggle with? Is it fighting mechs that you guys struggle with? You guys need to learn how to do those, and I have plenty of videos on my channel that will help you guys out in doing so. A common mistake that I also see a lot of players make is fixing something that isn't broken, whether it be your sensitivity, whether it be your game speed, whether it be your game sense. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. If it's working for you guys and you guys are having success, you're picking up eliminations, you're winning games, don't fix it. Now, I play with a lot of you guys, and one of the most common things I hear is, I need to change my sensitivity. Virbus, what's your dead zone? There's no need to change your sensitivity or fix up your dead zone if you guys are hitting your shots and you guys are building totally fine. The reason you don't want to do this is, over time, when you play with these dead zones and you play with these settings, your brain is learning the muscle memory. You're essentially kind of training your brain to feel a certain way in game, and changing your settings is going to mess up with your muscle memory, which is not going to help you guys at all, and you guys will not see improvement. You'll see more failures. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about investing in new equipment. I know there's a lot of you guys out there who might be too young to get jobs, but if you guys are really taking your esports careers in Fortnite seriously and you really want to get better, buy a new monitor, buy a PC, buy a new controller, buy a new keyboard or a mouse, anything that will help you guys out in game. Now, way before I started YouTube and way before I started playing Fortnite, I was playing games on a 55-inch TV, and one of the competitive games that I played was Call of Duty, and I was getting absolutely demolished because of my hardware, and this might be another problem for you guys. So for Christmas and for your birthday, if you guys are younger, definitely ask for a monitor. I can't stress it enough. A monitor will help you guys out in many ways, more than one. It will help you guys out with your game sense, your accuracy, and just being able to have wider vision on the fields of play when you're playing Fortnite and competitive. And you guys will not have any problems at all with anything once you guys get a monitor. I promise you. Sometimes it is your hardware that's holding you back. One of my closest friends that I play with a lot, Carbon, you guys know him. He just bought himself a brand new PC and he got a nice monitor, and he's been absolutely cracked out of his mind ever since he upgraded, and that can definitely hold you guys back. If you guys are playing on TVs, if you guys are playing on consoles, playing on a console necessarily isn't going to hold you back too much, but playing on a TV with a console will definitely hold you guys back a lot. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is find what other players aren't doing and start doing it. So this is where the exploits come into play, and this is where game sense and playstyle comes into play. If you guys like to play a little bit more slower, but a lot of people like to play fast, that's totally fine. If you guys are finding success, then don't fix it. Like I said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you guys are playing slower and you guys are winning more games, definitely play slower. Find out what everybody is doing wrong and make sure that you are the one that's doing it right. So for example, a lot of players, they can build, but they can't really hit their shots. So what I started to do was I started to put a little bit more emphasis on accuracy and figuring out the best ways that I can hit more shots as compared to trying to figure out the best way to build fast. Because at this point in Season X, a lot of people can build fast. Now it's about your building sense, right? You need to learn exactly how you can build and move and shoot all at the same time, when you need to retake high ground, how you're going to retake high ground. So a lot of it has to play into just building sense in general. So that's why accuracy really matters the most to me, because the only way you're going to kill your enemies is through shooting your weapons, and you need to know how to use them the right way. So that's what other players weren't doing right. They weren't hitting their shots, and then all of a sudden I started to learn how to use L2. I started to learn how to aim properly and hit more shots and get more kills that way, and it's definitely worked wonders for me. So of course, practice schedule also plays a role in why you guys might not be improving, and this also kind of ties into motivation. I've seen a lot of players who I usually play with who are definitely demotivated 100%, who don't practice as much as they possibly can. And take yourself and kind of compare yourself to maybe when you were really starting to see yourself improve, or maybe when you really wanted to play a lot and you guys are playing a lot, and where your skill was then versus where it is now. If you guys are seeing yourself decline in skill level, because that could definitely tie into practice schedule, that could tie into how many hours a day you guys are playing this game. So definitely for me, I've cut back a little bit on Fortnite just because Season X really does give me headaches, and I haven't been getting as many high kill games as before, but I know that the only thing that I have to do is enjoy Fortnite again. So Fortnite has to take out the mechs. They have to make the game a little bit more playable for me to enjoy it more. And I promise you guys, once that happens, you guys will see me go out and drop high kill games all the time, because that is my motivation. That is also tying into my practice schedule. My practice schedule goes off of my motivation. How many kills do I want today? Do I want to drop 4 or 5 wins in a row? Do I want to drop 4 or 5 20 bombs in a row? What is my motivation? What are my biggest goals that I want to try go for? And that's really what you guys have to figure out. Now, I've always said here on my channel that stats don't really tell a player's full potential, and if you guys are following your stats, I want you to follow your stats the right way. Now, what I usually do when I use my Fortnite tracker and look up my stats, I go by my last 7. Now, the last 7 is like your last week of play, and it's tracking yourself and tracking how you've been playing. And last 7 tells you a lot about your game. If your KD is about 2.0 or under, maybe you guys aren't playing the best. If you guys have a low kills per match, maybe you guys aren't really performing at the rate that you guys want to perform at. But the higher the KD and the higher kills per match, that means that typically you guys are playing better. And this is honestly another great way to see if you guys are improving or not. And if you guys aren't improving, you see your stats kind of declining, or they're kind of staying stagnant where they are, maybe average, then you guys got to change something. Then you guys got to fix something. If your stats are going up and you guys are playing much better, using Fortnite tracker and using your stats to see that will definitely show improvement. You guys want to track your own improvement, and if you guys are getting more kills more than average, then that means that whatever is working for you is working, and that's a really good way to improve. Just follow yourself, follow your stats, and make sure that you guys are playing past your peak performance. You don't want to be playing towards your average performance or basically just trying to play normally. You guys always want to see improvement. So if you guys are averaging 5 kills a game, push for 10 kills a game. And if you guys are seeing 10 kills a game, push for like 15 kills a game. Always try and raise the bar. And that's how you guys can start to improve. If you guys test yourselves, it's the only way you guys are really going to improve at the game. It's also very important that you guys are taking part in playing arena modes and custom scrims, as that is going to also help you guys out in improving your skill level. You guys always want to be playing someone who's just as good as you, if not better. This way you guys can learn off of each other, and playing arena mode is definitely going to help you guys. If you guys are in contender league, push for champion league. If you guys are in open league, push for contender league, and keep pushing and pushing. And once you guys go back to public matches, you'll start to see how easy public matches actually are. After playing competitive for such a long time, I realized exactly what public match players don't do compared to competitive players do, and because of that, it's definitely easier for me to perform better in public matches. And because I've been playing competitive for so long, it's definitely helped me out improving my game and improving my accuracy and my game sense as a whole. goal. So I want you guys to drop a comment down below and tell me what you guys have the hardest time with. Is it building, editing, hitting your shots, whatever it is? I want you guys to comment that down below. Again, subscribe if you guys are new around here and like the video. I'm going to be making some videos talking about how to grow your gaming channels and your streams. If you guys are interested in that, definitely drop a sub and I will get those videos out to you guys soon. Be sure to use my code YTVerbis in the item shop to support me, and if you guys love me, I definitely would appreciate that. Anyway guys, stay safe, stay blessed, hug your family, and stay positive. Anyway guys, I'll see you next video. Peace out.